I think it's time for us to just do it. I said, they all said Putin was going and Zelensky was going, and I said, if I don't go, I guarantee Putin's not going. And he didn't go, and I understand that, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We got to get it done. 5,000 young people are being killed every single week on average, and we're going to get it done.
Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either, sir?
No, he didn't show up because he heard Putin wasn't going. So
when do you think you'll meet the president?
As soon as we can set it up. I would actually leave here and go. I do want to see my beautiful grandson, it's a son, and we'll be doing that. But I will tell you that the world is a much safer place right now, and I think in 2 or 3 weeks we could have it be a much, much safer place. We're going to handle a couple of situations that you have here. We have some very serious situations, and we're looking at Gaza, and we got to get that taken care of. A lot of people are starving. A lot of people there's a lot of bad things going on. We're doing very well here. We work together. So it's not only the investment coming in by the hundreds of billions into our country, like you see in Oklahoma, like you see all over, and many of the jobs with Exxon and Boeing and so many great companies, but we work together, and the money that's made here comes back to us, and many of the contractors, I would imagine, come even for this. Yes, they come from here. Plus, a lot of the entertainment itself comes here. Yes, so it's an incredible thing. Now, here's the good news. I've been doing this for 4 days. I leave now and get onto a 42-year-old Boeing, but new ones are coming. New ones are coming, and it's been an incredible 4 days. I want to thank your family. Your family is so unbelievable, the job they've done, and your father has been really incredible. The job they've done here is incredible, and we've made it work. And they were being wooed by others, but there's no more wooing. I think we're in pretty good shape.
Absolutely.
There's no more wooing. I've been friends with these leaders, the 3 leaders in particular that we saw over the last 3, 4 days, 5 days, and they're great people. They're great people, and they love our country, and we love them. So it's been a tremendous time, and now it's time to go back home. My daughter had a baby. I'm going to go back home and see that little baby. And then we get back to a lot of work. We'll see what happens with Russia and Ukraine. I think it's something that's just, we got to stop the killing. 5,000 people a week, 5,000 young people a week on average being killed in a war that is going nowhere. It's a shame. Should have never happened. But we have other things to do also. Plus we have an Iran situation, which we're going to take care of. One way or the other, we're taking care of. It'll be taken care of 100%. It'll be done nicely or not nicely. And the not nicely is not a good thing for them. And I think we're talking to them, and I think they've come a long way. So I just want to thank, the media's been very fair, I have to say. And they realize the importance of what we've done here. And it really is, and it's an honor. And it's sort of easy for me because I know the people. I've known them. I've known your father for a lot longer than I've been in politics, because I did have another life. That was a very good life and a very successful life. But this is something that's really successful because we're doing it for 325 million people. And the United States now is the hottest country anywhere in the world. And you see that even with enlistments. Military enlistment setting records. 6 months ago, you couldn't get anybody to go into the military, and so many other things. So we're just doing great. We have probably, I was saying 2 days ago, we have $10 trillion of investment, and now the 10 trillion is probably 12 or 13, I think, Scott and
yes, sir.
Howard. I think we're probably looking at 10 to now we're looking at 13, maybe $13 trillion. These are numbers that nobody's ever, even you guys, you've never heard of numbers. These are numbers that nobody's ever heard of before.
We're not as big as the United States, Mr. President.
No, you're not. You better not be.
But we punch above our weight.
You do. He does. He does. That I agree. That's right. If you get that big, I'm going to not like you so much anymore. So I want to thank everybody. The media's been great. And we'll see you guys back in Washington, D.C. See you. even Peter's being nice today. Have a good time.
Is she well?
Say it.
You had a chance to FaceTime? You got a chance to talk?
Yes, I have. I have spoken to her a couple of times. She's doing great. The baby's great, and we'll be seeing them very soon. Very nice. Thank you very much.
You mentioned Russia. Can we ask you a quick question on
Yeah.
that? You said that you didn't expect him to go if you didn't go. The question might be then, when are you going to do it? Why wait?
Well, we're going to, I think it's time for us to just do it. I said, they all said Putin was going and Zelensky was going, and I said, if I don't go, I guarantee Putin's not going. And he didn't go, and I understand that, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We got to get it done. 5,000 young people are being killed every single week on average, and we're going to get it done.
Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either, sir? Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either?
No, he didn't show up because he heard Putin wasn't going. So
When do you think you'll meet the president?
as soon as we can set it up, I would actually leave here and go. I do want to see my beautiful grandson, it's a son, and we'll be doing that. But I will tell you that the world is a much safer place right now, and I think in 2 or 3 weeks we could have it be a much, much safer place. We're going to handle a couple of situations that you have here. We have some very serious situations, and we're looking at Gaza, and we got to get that taken care of. A lot of people are starving. A lot of people are. There's a lot of bad things going on. Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, President.
And in particular, I want to
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's going to induce more than $60 billion worth of GDP and create jobs of over 12,000 jobs in the USA.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're glad with this relationship. It's been an impressive relationship with Ittihad and Boeing and GE. And Mr. President, we're also doubling our capacity and our fleet with Boeing from 57 to nearly 100 aircraft.
Yeah.
And we just reached a deal also with Boeing so far, and it's been an incredible relationship. Maybe you want to say some few words, Stephanie?
Well, as you know, Mr. President, the growth in this region is incredible, and our strategic partnership with Etihad as well as with Emirates and Fly Dubai is incredibly important to us. We appreciate your support and leadership. We look forward to basically supporting them and doubling their fleet over the next several years, both in terms of maintenance and new airplanes.
That's great. Kelly's doing good. Kelly's been here for a couple of days, actually. It's very good.
Mr. President, our backbone aircraft is actually Boeing in Etihad Airways.
It's the best.
And it is, Mr. President, and it tells you a lot about the relationship that we have with the U.S. companies. And our CEO also...
You buy mostly Boeings, right?
Yes, sir.
Completely Boeings?
The backbone, over 70% are Boeing.
It's just my opinion, but Boeing makes the best plane. And they've had some headaches over the last few years, but they make the best plane, and you see what's happening. And it's not the only case, but a lot of people are ordering the Boeing jets, and they're gearing up. And I think it's going to be one of the great stories. And the General Electric engine is phenomenal. The big body General Electric engine is phenomenal. So it's great to see. Thank you.
We're very
so
proud.
You focus on Boeing then?
Yes, sir. And probably
and the GE engines, they burn 20% less fuel, which is really, really important in terms of efficiency and emissions.
It's a hot engine.
So it's a very hot engine.
That's the hottest engine. That's great. 20% less fuel. That sounds good.
Mr. President, we
How
have
many engines will they be buying then, ultimately?
about 100
100
altogether, about 100.
The big ones.
Yeah, the big
And
ones.
those, are they the biggest engines at this point?
The 777X, yes.
That's the biggest one. That's the one we're hearing about.
Yes, and it's an amazing plane. We're really excited to announce.
They had a breakthrough, GE, on engines, and their big engine is the hottest engine there is. It's through the roof. And General Electric, you talk about a comeback. General Electric has made one of the great comebacks, and it's both in healthcare and other things. But on your engine, I think that's really maybe the greatest story of them all. They came out with a way to make a better engine with 20% less fuel, and that's a tough combination. So congratulations. I was with Larry yesterday, and he's done a fantastic job.
And great customer service.
Yeah.
Which is very important
Yeah.
for engines.
That's
So
true.
it's not only selling the engine, but keeping the engines running. so extremely important.
Well, you can be proud of yourselves. So a tremendous investment being made in the United States by this group and this airline. And they don't need financing. That's a nice word. You know, a lot of them say subject to financing. They don't say subject to financing. They have no problem. So thank you very much. What a great honor.
President, we're also announcing today our first flight to Charlotte.